Passing legislation that meaningfully protects citizens' online privacy. Banning the app that does the same thing American apps do because you can't manipulate it. Kids these days will never know the hardships of each week having to overcook a fresh, hard-boiled egg yolk for the computer mouse. My political ideology depends on who I am trolling. Millennials. Gen Z. Kids born between 1998 and 2002. Gen Z grew up with smartphones and tablets. What we actually grew up with. I didn't grow up with Fortnite. I grew up with this. Boomers. Weak men create hard times. Millennials and Zoomers. You are the weak men who created hard times. Very few people know this, but the little pocket on your jeans is for your paycheck after taxes. I'm gonna be one of those old people that are actually cool. Me at 30. What you think Zelda was 20 years ago. What Zelda was 20 years ago. Most boomers and Gen Xers. If someone can't buy a house and have kids, they're lazy. Depression. Abortion ban. Jobs that are either exploiting you or overworking you or both. Shitty, expensive, and unaffordable housing. Childcare, healthcare, education, and public transportation. Growing rich and poor divide and wage stagnation. No hope for the uncertain future that has been ruined by boomers and Gen Xers. Friends and family. The world has gone to hell. Me. The world as 100 people over the last 2 centuries. Cops waiting in their car for the shooter to kill themselves so they can go in. Generation Z is already killing Facebook, and 6 more industries could be next. Can we remove supply constraints? Best I can do is subsidize demand. Microsoft. EA. Shutting down game studios that made great games for no good reason. When you get some me time after solving heinous crimes with your elite squad all day. Society if Netflix would stop fucking canceling good shows. Voting for a wealthy, racist, warmongering sex offender. Voting for a wealthy, racist, warmongering sex offender. No! Boomers have ruined this world and we have no future. Bet I will live long enough to enjoy wonders of AGI and commercial space travel. Bet. Kids these days have iPads with Netflix. But when I was younger, this is what we had. 99% of people. When do I get to be debt-free and enjoy life without working 40+ HRs a week in a soul-crushing hellscape? Capitalism. That's the neat part. You don't. When you provide accurate evidence to back up your argument, and they reply with, and. Life during high school. Life after high school graduation. POV. You're a millennial watching the younger generations reacting to Slim Shady. This is what happens when Slim Shady finds out that the Gen Zs start talking about Gen Xs. War is when your government tells you who the enemy is. Revolution is when you figure it out for yourself. Until we meet again. Woman went on 6 dates a week to save on food. I didn't buy groceries for 2 years. What a life, huh? Homie, you are only in your early 20s. For Halloween, our principal shaved his head and dressed like Gru. All the teachers were minions. What's the most boomer complaint you have? I want a physical fucking menu at a restaurant. None of this QR code bullshit. Me in my room, thinking about how to get money without working. Hates politics. Joins notoriously political social media platform. Joins community of one of the most politically minded generations in recent history. Look inside. Politics. Listening to someone talk about social issues, and it's just class warfare with extra steps. Anti-stick pans will be the lead paint of millennials and Gen Z. Change my mind. My entire high school class graduating college. Me, wondering where I went wrong. My mom at midnight. My DS under my pillow. Bluey. Bluey for millennials. Bluey for bootlickers. Bluey for fascists. Bluey for Gen Z. Conservative Gen Zers millennials on their way to make sure that everyone knows how different they are from the rest of their generation. This was Gen Z's Skibidi Toilet. Gotcha life. Average 30-year-old millennial. Average 19-year-old Zoomer. Everyone blaming Gen Alpha for the Skibidi Toilet meme. Younger Gen Z.